Hey, it's back to Derby for the End Terrace renovation. It's almost there, not quite, but almost. I know it's almost like it keeps just little jobs, little jobs. We're down to the snagging, which is the thing that you do when you've done all the jobs you could possibly think of, and then you just go around and there's lots of little things that you'll have missed. And that's just a natural process. Just take that as part of what you have to do. It's if you're on a build to do the work, then you'll go around and you'll just write a list and you'll agree between you, write it down, a list, what's called a snagging list, and normally that's the final thing before the builder receives the final bit of their payment. So how are we getting on here? Not too bad. It's certainly looking a million times better than it did. So let's take a look. So still a bit of tidying up to do, but it's all looking very smart on the outside. Just a coat of exterior paint makes all the difference, and then through into this little entrance area here. Now we've got to put this stuff on the ceiling. Now I am a huge fan of whatever you call this. This is polycarbonate roofing sheet. I use it in all my sheds. It's insulated, not a lot but a bit, but it just casts a lot of natural light, and you don't need any light in here really, other than what we've got here. So it's a really nice thing to have. So this was always just an little entrance area. Now I've got a stable door on here, just because I quite like stable doors. If you've got dogs or anything like that, then it's quite a useful thing to be able to have the door open and whatever. And close the electricity supply in a little cupboard, which is quite good. And then this is the bathroom. A few bits of finishing off to do. Tiles not quite fitting. And you are going to try and buy a bathroom suite that fits as much as possible, but every room is different, so you need to be a little bit flexible, and realise that you are going to most times have to just do a little bit of tweaking here and there. It's just all part and parcel, but often it's that tweaking and doing it well that makes all the difference. It's the finishing touches. So one of the things we're going to do, like for instance on the top of all the tiling, places like over here. Now what should have happened was that the final layer of tiles should have had a little bit of aluminium strip pushed down the back, and then it just sits neatly over the top, and that's been done. That has to be done before you put the tiles on. That hasn't been done. So we're going to have to put a little bit of a quadrant on there, an aluminium quadrant, to finish it off. But basically, as you can see, a few bits and pieces that need to be finished off, but the shower is now in. Went for quite a nice shower, and this P-shaped bath, so called because it is in the letter P, sort of, and this shower curtain thing, a fixed one, and that fits really nicely in there like that. So making sure that we're going to be putting lots of silicone here, there and everywhere. Few things just needing to be fastened down, fixed off, and through into, what a difference this room is. This is the kitchen, and as you can see, absolutely delicious. I think we've seen this before, not quite finished off yet, but certainly getting there. I'm just going to paint the windows because I think they look a bit rubbish in that colour, but in general it's all looking tickety-boo. We like that. Decided to take off this door frame, not the frame but the actual door, because what is the point of a door between here other than stopping smells from the kitchen, which I suppose is the point, but you know what, it's just door there, it's in the way, whatever. So really pleased with this room, living room. Went for this downlighted effect. Really like the way that looks, and fireplace, which now is finished off and looks absolutely beautiful. So I'm very pleased with that. Went for an electric fire, a sort of flame effect, log fire, just because it's clean, it's easy, it's quick, and it's only really a focal point because we've got the central heating, so it's not forming a major point of heating, because otherwise it would be a bit expensive. So really like it in here. It just works really well, as you can see. It's all really good. And then upstairs, I don't know if you remember, but what we've done here so much is taken out that ceiling which was in here, which really just sort of made the whole place very, very cramped. You're not using the space for anything, but maybe some nice pictures, long, maybe drapes even there, which would actually look really sweet. And one of the things I'm really pleased to have decided to do was actually do something I talk about all the time, which is dip stripping the doors. And these were just, you know, very traditional doors, and at some point, unfortunately, somebody's had a go getting the paint off using a blowtorch, which is sometimes what happens when you come to strip things. Of course, you've got no idea what you're going to find, have you? But even so, I still think that they work really well. They just give a bit of a character to an otherwise, you know, fairly bland decoration. Yeah, I mean, it's white ceilings, it's magnolia on the walls, it's easy to maintain and sort out. You know, so I'm trying to just add a few details, you know, with things like the doors, so that there's at least something which is a bit interesting. At the toilet there, a bit of snagging again required. Down there you can see the edges of the tiles. This is this flooring. I'm really, really pleased with it. Really nice that, and that obviously a bit of tile which we're going to cut sort of down there, and then have that just going around the side of this little basin. But just really nice to have that en suite here. And then the other rooms, you know, just really the difference of, you know, a room that's now been just cleared out really. If you remember, this was all cupboards along here. It was all quite sort of cramped. And if you remember, in that front room, the ceiling was quite low. So we've actually, you know, raised the ceiling up. Not so much in here because I think it was already this height. But you know, that's all good to do. And then through to the final bedroom, which is here, which you know, just a small room. Again, just brought to life a bit by the doors, which I think work really well. And back into the front bedroom, where, you know, everything just is sort of just absolutely hunky-dory. So yeah, in here, definitely love the fact we've got the high ceilings, nice views out to the countryside. And all in all, just that snagging to do. And then I'm going to make the decision whether or not I'm going to rent this furnished or unfurnished. And I think I'm going to talk to the lettings agent and see what the demand is around here. And then maybe put it on the market pretty soon, try and find somebody and ask them if they want it furnished or unfurnished. I don't think the difference in terms of price is going to make any difference. So ideally, we want somebody who's actually got their own furniture, and they might be thankful of the fact that it's not furnished. So have those conversations before you get involved in buying furniture packages or whatever. Make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. As it is, I think I'm really pleased with how it's gone. The carpets down obviously make a huge difference. And yeah, in general, yeah, I'm very proud of it. It's a good job. So let's take a look at what things looked like before I started and what they look like now. So, start with the outside. What a mess. And now, the little entrance area. Not a huge change, putting that see-through stuff on the roofy thing, technical term, floods light into this little area. Let's see the bathroom. What a difference. Now through to the kitchen. This is the before. I always say that spending money on the kitchen and the bathroom is money you'll pretty much always get back on any renovation. As long as you don't go mad, of course, but look at this kitchen now. Moving into the lounge. And now, that flooring, really pleased with that. And of course the fireplace, a focal point. Going for an easy to operate and maintain electric fire. Now the stairway, who'd have thought you could make such a difference? This is before. But all that lowered ceiling, unnecessarily making it feel so cramped. This is what it looks like now, just by taking out that false ceiling. So the front bedroom, This is what it was like before. Again, a lowered ceiling. Why did they do that? And now, what a difference. With the ensuite just updated. So to the small bedroom. Not huge changes here. Just really tidied up. And then finally the back bedroom. Really made to feel very cramped by these huge great wardrobes. And once they were taken out, look at it now. So many improvements. Not complicated, but what a difference. That's how you renovate a 3-bed End of Terrace.